Have you ever looked at a vibrant piece of patterned fabric and wondered, how did they do that? The process of fabric printing, while seemingly magical, is a blend of art and technology. This step-by-step guide demystifies the journey from blank fabric to beautifully printed textiles. Fabric printing transforms ordinary fabrics into works of art. Imagine taking a plain white t-shirt and turning it into a canvas for your favorite painting or a bold graphic design. This transformation is achieved through a fascinating process involving design, screens, ink, and a lot of creativity. Whether it's the intricate patterns on a silk scarf or the bold graphics on a cotton t-shirt, fabric printing brings life and personality to textiles. We will explore the most common method, screen printing, which is like using stencils to create images. Join me as we delve into the fascinating world of fabric printing and discover the magic that unfolds behind the scenes. Every fabric print begins with an idea, a spark of inspiration. Designers translate these ideas into tangible designs, often using specialized computer software. This is where the magic begins. Imagine sketching your dream dress or a unique pattern for throw pillows. Designers use computer programs like Adobe Illustrator to create these designs digitally. They carefully choose colors, considering how they will look once printed on fabric. This digital design is then separated into individual color layers. Think of it like coloring books, where each color has its own outline. This separation is crucial for creating the screens used in the printing process. Once the design is finalized and separated, it's ready for the next stage, screen preparation. Screen printing gets its name from the mesh screens used to transfer ink onto the fabric. These screens are like stencils, allowing ink to pass through specific areas to recreate the design. Imagine a fine mesh stretched tightly over a frame. This mesh is coated with a light-sensitive emulsion. The design, separated into color layers, is then printed onto transparent films. These films are placed over the screen and the screen is exposed to light. The unexposed areas where the design blocks the light harden, creating a stencil. This process is similar to developing a photograph. Once the screen is washed, the unexposed areas wash away, leaving a stencil of the design ready for ink. With the screen prepared, it's time to introduce the fabric. The fabric is carefully loaded onto a printing table, ensuring it's smooth and wrinkle-free. Think of it like laying down a canvas for a painting. To ensure the design prints correctly, the fabric must be aligned precisely with the screen. This is called registration. Imagine using a ruler to make sure your drawing stays within the lines. Registration marks like small crosses or dots are included in the design and help align the fabric with the screen for each color layer. This ensures that the colors are printed in the correct positions, creating a sharp and accurate final print. Once the fabric is loaded and registered, the printing process can begin. This is where the design truly comes to life on the fabric. The prepared screen is positioned above the fabric and ink is poured onto the screen's top end. Imagine spreading frosting on a cake. A squeegee, a tool with a rubber blade, is used to evenly distribute the ink across the screen. The squeegee presses the ink through the open areas of the stencil and onto the fabric below. Each color in the design requires a separate screen and a separate pass through the printing process. The fabric moves along the printing table, stopping at each screen for its designated color application. This process is repeated for each color, building up the design layer by layer. Once the final color has been applied, the fabric is far from finished. The inks used in fabric printing require heat to cure and bond permanently with the fibers. Think of baking a cake. Just like heat transforms batter into a delicious treat, it also sets the ink onto the fabric, preventing it from washing away. The printed fabric passes through a dryer or curing unit where it is exposed to controlled heat. This heat evaporates the liquid carriers in the ink, leaving behind the pigmented design permanently fixed to the fabric. This curing process ensures the vibrancy and longevity of the printed design.